Welcome students. I am Nehal Asgaonkar, Assistant Professor, Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Kepe, Goa. Title of today's unit, Threat Factors which are affecting mangrove systems. Module name, Water Quality Parameters and Anthropogenic Stress. The outline of today's module will be talking about the introduction, effect of water quality parameters. We'll be seeing into the physical and chemical parameters on mangrove biodiversity and effect of anthropogenic stress on mangrove biodiversity. The learning outcomes of this module will explain the importance of mangrove biodiversity. It will help us to learn different threats to mangrove biodiversity with special reference to water quality parameters and anthropogenic stress. So let's start. Mangroves. What are mangroves? Mangroves occur in diverse environmental settings of geophysical, that is climate, tides and sea level, and geomorphological, which includes the dynamic history of the land surface and different processes and biological components. Mangroves and its associated ecosystems are biologically most productive, socio-economically important, and aesthetically attractive. Mangroves support a wide variety of ecosystem goods, which includes the fuel wood, medicine, construction materials, and different services, which include the shoreline stabilization, fisheries breeding and nursery grounds, sedimentation trapping, uptake of nutrients, and heavy metals photoremediation. They have immense value of ecological processes. There are different types of adaptations which are seen in mangroves. There are three types of adaptations seen. First one is the morphological, second is the anatomical, and third is the physiological. In morphological adaptation, mangroves have pneumatophores, which are also called as breathing roots. In anatomical adaptation, mangroves have succulent leaves with increased mesophyll area. They have a thick cuticle and waxed deposition on the epidermis. In physiological adaptation, mangroves can regulate iron homeostasis under salt stress by salt secretion and ultrafiltration. Various water quality parameters which are affecting the mangrove biodiversity. We'll be looking about the physical and chemical parameters. In physical, we'll learn about temperature, light and wind. In chemical, we'll talk about salt concentration, sediment deposition, gases, BOD, that is biological oxygen demand, and COD, which is chemical oxygen demand. So let's go in detail. Physical water quality parameters. Temperature. Mangroves do not survive in a temperature which is below 19 degrees Celsius. Photosynthesis of most mangrove species sharply declines when the air temperature exceeds 35 degrees Celsius. Light. Although mangroves occur in tropical habitats where they are exposed to high light intensities, their photosynthetic rates tend to plateau at relatively low light level. While excessive sunlight can damage mangroves, shading can also have negative effects. In dense forests, shaded samplings have lower shoot biomass than those which are exposed to sunlight. Wind. Tropical storms, which are hurricanes and cyclones, causes large damage to mangrove forest. Some effects of storm resulting in breaking down of trees which later die and which may not be seen until some time after the event. Trees are broken down or damaged by the storm which later die. Propagules and seedlings in the habitat are killed. Chemical water quality parameters. First is the salt concentration. Mangrove plants are facultative halophytes. They can still grow and function well even up to salinity of 90 ppt, but shows best growth rate when the salinity fluctuates between 5 to 70 ppt. Due to high salt concentration, Mangrove restrict the opening of their stomata, thus creating a problem in evaporation of water. Sedimentation deposition. Sedimentation is a natural and slow process of settling out suspended solids in water. High sedimentation has negative effects on mangrove plant, whereas as moderate sedimentation enhances the growth of mangroves. High sedimentation deposition rates bury mangrove roots and pneumatophores, causing the mangrove forest to die. Gases. Mangrove environment experiences chronic effect oxygen stress. Pressures in the aerial roots drop during high tide, probably due to the removal of respiratory CO2, that is carbon dioxide, from gas spaces during flooding. High methane levels are associated with depleted oxygen levels in the mangrove forest environment. BOD, that is biological oxygen demand. BOD is the amount of dissolved oxygen needed by aerobic biological organism in a body of water to break down organic material present in the given water sample at certain temperature over a specific time period. Increased amount of BOD leads to death of pneumatophores. High BOD also decreases the aeration area, which affects the respiration rate, nutrient uptake and plant growth, thus leading to retarded growth of mangroves. COD, that is chemical oxygen demand. COD is the amount of oxygen required to degenerate all pollution in a chemical way, that is by adding oxidizing agent and by heating. Higher COD levels means a greater amount of oxidable organic material in the sample, which will reduce dissolved oxygen levels. A reduction in dissolved oxygen can lead to anaerobic condition, which causes damage to higher aquatic life forms. Next, we'll look into anthropogenic stress, which is faced by mangrove biodiversity. First one is the metal pollution. Mangrove habitat can be destroyed or are disturbed because of the heavy metals present in the sediments due to the anthropogenic activities and the runoff from the industrial areas. Heavy metals leads to proliferation of pollution-tolerant mangroves. Our more sensitive species die off, leading to reduced mangrove biodiversity. Example of metals are lead, mercury and chromium. Next we have shrimp farming. It harms dispersal of mangrove seeds via seawater. Shrimp farmers also use massive amount of chemicals and antibiotic to keep the overcrowded shrimp healthy. This chemical soup, along with the large quantity of organic waste, contaminate surrounding fresh water and coastal waters. Next we have the charcoal and timber industries. Chopping down mangroves for charcoal and timber is an important cottage industry for many coastal communities. Mangrove wood is used for building material, fencing and for fuel. It also yields valuable high quality charcoal. To summarize, mangroves are occupying most regions of the world and they show a huge amount of biodiversity. Mangroves are productive, socio-economically important and aesthetically attractive. Therefore, protecting the mangrove biodiversity is very important. Here are some book references, some web references. Thank you.